Hey, what's up everybody? This is Chicken Possible with Rewards Hunter, back with part 18 of The Bard's Tale. So if you haven't watched these before, this is the series where we grab all of the achievements within this game and a bunch of Microsoft Rewards points along the way. So if you haven't watched parts 1 through 17, those will be linked in the description as always, so you can get caught up and grab all the achievements that we've previously grabbed. And the 3 achievements that we're going to work on today will be good for the Game Pass quest, the daily Game Pass quest for earning an achievement in a Game Pass game. So I'm going to be breaking it up over 3 separate days like I always do, where we save after every achievement that we get. So let's take a quick look at the achievement tracker. You should be at 44 out of 51 achievements so far. The last achievement that we got in part 17 was Chapter 10 for finishing Chapter 10, the Green Lens. So this first achievement that we work on today is going to be kind of a lengthy one. We are going to work on getting the 20 tokens that we need for the token Trove achievement. So we should be at 13 tokens so far if you've been playing along. So we're going to start back up and pick back up from where we saved last time. And we're going to go get token number 14. And we're going to get all the way up to 20 today. So generally we're going to head to the west of where we started, and you're going to have a lot of kind of farm animals, angry farm animals trying to attack you in this area, but just keep heading over to the west and you should be able to find behind this fence a tree stump chest over here. So press X to open that and you'll get token number 14, which is the 4-leaf clover. Alright, so if you have to destroy some of the farm animals, they may be blocking your path, so you may have to kind of hack through them a little bit just so that you can continue on. But now we're going to head to the southeast, and you can dodge any of the farm animals that don't get in your way. That'll save you a little bit of time, so just keep heading southeast. And we are going to find a burned out building that's over here in just a minute. Not that one. We'll pass just a little bit more to the southeast. And we'll see a burned out building coming up here to the right of the screen just there. And just above that, there is another stump chest there. So open that and you'll get the 15th token, which is the golden Thistle ring. All right, now we're going to do a fast travel. So let's hold down our left bumper right on the D-pad and left bumper again. We're going to look for MT_Tower2. MT Tower 2. And we're going to be playing some songs today and creating some partners to go along with us. So hit the right bumper and then X and then Y, and you'll summon the Light Fairy, who's going to help us a little bit. Some of the areas that we're going to go through, particularly the dungeons, are going to be very dark. So the Light Fairy is going to help out by shedding some light on the situation. So generally in this section in the tower, we're going to be taking right turns, except for just here. We're going to be taking a left turn, but just head southeast basically to begin with. And we're going to bypass a couple of these little dead ends here. We're going to start heading southeast from right here. And there'll be lots of little knights and different traps and things attacking you in this, but just dodge around those as well as you can. And we're going to keep heading to the southeast. So there will be a cutscene here. You can press B, and then I would recommend probably just killing all of the knight enemies that are around you right here, because there's a lever that we've got to pull to open a gate, and they'll probably block your progress. So just kill those guys, and then go over here to the right side wall and press X to pull this lever, and that will open the path up ahead so that we can continue on.
Get to the good part.
So at this point, we'll just dodge as many of the enemies as we can. You may have to hack through a few of them to keep making progress, but we'll keep heading to the south. And we're going to get our 16th token in this area. This is going to be the Silver Horseshoe. So we're going to take a left here and head to the west for a minute. And then we want to head north. This is a bit of a maze in the tower here, but hopefully you can follow along and find this chest up ahead. So here we go. Here is the chest right here with the Silver Horseshoe. So open this one up, and that should be token number 16 for you out of the 20 that we need. All right, let's go ahead and fast travel now. We are going to go to XM_Dungeon 2. So here is the first of the dungeons that I mentioned. So you should already have the light fairy with you once you get to XM Dungeon 2, so hopefully he'll be lighting the way for you. You can always resummon him if you need to. You just do that with RB, X, and Y. Right now we're going to do RB, X, and A to summon the Explorer. So RB, X, and A, and that'll give you the Explorer, and he will come along with you. And he's going to find some secret rooms for us in some of these dungeons. Right now we need to head to the northwest for just a moment. And then once you get up here and get past the enemies here, then you can start heading to the east. There are a bunch of enemies in this room, so I went ahead and just destroyed all of these guys. Just so that my Explorer wouldn't get killed or distracted. He still gets a little bit distracted in this room. He tries to point out traps to you, and sometimes he'll jump on the traps like he did just there. But there is a secret door on the eastern wall just right here. So if you can just kind of hang out over in that area by the eastern wall, the Explorer should wander over here, and eventually he'll say, you know, look, I found something, and then he'll open the secret door for you there. So we've got some more enemies in this room. I would recommend probably going ahead and killing those so that you can get your next token, which is in here. The 17th token, which is in this room, is called the Amulet of Llyr. So we're going to grab that one in just a second after all these guys are dead. This guy was really evasive and kept dodging me and running away from me. So I just kind of left him alone and went over after the archer. So once you feel safe enough, then just move over to the right side wall, the eastern wall, and look for the chest that's over here, and you'll get token number 17 there. So we're getting very close to this achievement now. We need 3 more. So let's go ahead and fast travel. We're going to move on to dungeon number 3. So left bumper, right on the D-pad, left bumper, and we're going to XM Dungeon 3.
As fast as I can. Have some patience.
So we're going to get our 18th token here in this dungeon. We want to head to the northeast in this section.
Look, I found something.
And you can just ignore the Explorer if he says, look, I found something back there. You don't really need to focus on that. So again, we're just heading to the northeast in this section. We've got some really big enemies in this dungeon. Luckily, they go down pretty easily. Not too difficult to defeat. Okay, and once we're in this room, we need to head to the south. And the Explorer should be able to find a secret door down here. So you may have seen he opened up the secret door down there. So heading to the south now. And there's a chest in here. So this has the Phial of Medb. Or Mev. I'm not sure exactly how you say that. So that's token number 18. Now we're going to fast travel to dungeon number 4.
Come to me.
Moving as fast
XM
as I
Dungeon
can.
4.
Have some patience.
And we'll get token 19 in this one. This one's definitely a bit of a maze. So we're going to start out by trying to head to the west. So take a left when you first appear and come out of here.
Doesn't feel good, does it, young man?
And you'll have some doors that you need to open manually in this. So if you come to a door, just press X to open it. And we'll keep heading west. This is probably my least favorite enemy in the game, I think. These little tongue lasher guys that grab onto you. That's just annoying. Anyway, we'll head just a little bit to the north there, and then we're going to start heading to the east. Sort of backtracking a little bit.
Now you know how I feel, laddie.
And we'll pass by this room that has a bunch of enemies inside, and then we're going to start heading north again when we can.
It's a trap. I cannot tell you how much I hope that hurt.
So hopefully you've still got your Explorer and your Light Fairy with you. They may die possibly during this, and you may possibly need to respawn them. I think I had to respawn my Light Fairy, so you'll see that in a minute, and I'll remind you of the buttons of those in just a minute. But let's just keep heading north. Hopefully our companions will survive for a bit. Okay, so I lost my Light Fairy right there. You can see everything kind of goes dark. So if you do have that happen, just hit RB and then X and then Y to resummon your Light Fairy. And if you need the Explorer again, that's RB, X, A. So we headed north there, and now we're heading to the west, and we're getting close to the next token, which is number 19.
Doesn't feel good, does it, young man?
So it is in this really big room over here. Bunch of those tongue lasher enemies. So if you want to go ahead and destroy all of those guys, you can. Again, that's my least favorite enemy in the game. Hopefully the Explorer and the Light Fairy will help you a little bit in the battle. So that makes it just a little bit easier. They'll kind of get stunned sometimes and that sort of thing. And if you do see the notice on screen about needing to level up, you can go ahead and do that and just auto-allocate your points as always to get that notification out of the way. Alright, and we'll open this chest here, and we've got the White Book of Hergest, which is token number 19. So keep fighting if you want to. If not, you can go ahead and fast travel. We're going to go to dungeon number 5 now, XM_dungeon 5. And this one will be a little bit easier to grab. So this is going to be our 20th token for the game, so this should get us the achievement once we get this token. And we're generally going to head northeast to begin with. So it looks like my Explorer got killed at some point. I've still got my Light Fairy with me. So let's hit X to go through that door, and we'll keep heading northeast from here. Gonna open this door, and then my Explorer died, so I went ahead and summoned him again so he could open this secret door for us.
Ready to explore? Traps! Right over here!
So he still wandered off and went to try to tell me about a trap, even though we were in a room just with a secret door, but hang around the secret door up there and keep him alive, and hopefully he will go ahead and find that secret door in that room for you. He seemed to be tied up with an enemy there, so I went down to try and rescue him, and then he still fell on a trap. I don't know what this Explorer guy's doing. He's not taking good care of himself, I think is what he's doing. He needs to hang out with the bard who's got the big glowing sword, you know?
Look!
Alright, so he eventually said, look, I found something, and opened the door for me there. So let's head to the northwest once the Explorer gets the doorway open for you. And a ton of evil barn animals again in this room to fight. But I just dodged past those guys and kept running to the west.
See, you'll get a taste of my medicine.
Gotta open the door there. And this is a huge room over here. This is the one that has the 20th token in it, the Cormac's Chalice. But if you generally head up to the far northwest corner and then kind of come down a little bit, you should be able to find this chest. So there it is there. And once we open that one and collect the token, that's Cormac's Chalice, that is our Token Trove achievement. So you should have 20 tokens at this point. You should have gotten that achievement. If you did not get enough tokens, maybe you missed some along the way, I will be covering some of those in a couple of weeks in guide number 19. I think I'm going to look at grabbing 3 more of the extra tokens in that. So if you missed one, if you need help with an extra one, we'll get it in 2 weeks. So let's go ahead and fast travel to the XM hunting ground so that we can get our save for today. There's no easy save book right there in Dungeon 5, so let's go ahead and go to the hunting grounds, and we're going to go over to the save book. It's our favorite save book, so easy to get to. Press X to save the game, and we'll pick up here for day 2. All right, so day 2's achievement is going to be a lot easier than the day 1 achievement for this week. So we're going to go ahead and fast travel to DO_INT2. And once we get to this section, we need to talk to these guys, and you can just press B to quickly get through all of their dialogue. But basically they need us to go out into town and talk to a couple of people and then come back and talk to them. And we're going to get the last song within the game after we do that. So just press B to get through that conversation. We're going to head outside through the northeast door, and then we're generally going to head northeast from here. I would recommend looking at your mini map at the upper right corner of the screen. Look for the golden icon that is to the northeast of your current position. So we're just going to follow along with that and head up through the path to try to get to the house that has that little quest marker on it. And then we'll just go inside, talk to that person, and we'll head back to the French brothers that we were just talking to. And then we'll have to head back out into town, talk to one more person, and then back to the French brothers to get the last song and to get our second achievement for this week. So let's press X to go inside of this house. This is Donan's house. And we'll talk to Donan. And you can just press B to quickly get through this dialogue as well.
I think you know what. They owe you.
We'll head back outside. And you'll see another quest marker once you get back outside that is further to the southwest. Don't worry about that one. We just want to head back to the house that we came from that had the French brothers inside of it. And again, if any enemies get in your way, you can go ahead and hack through them.
I see you, bard.
So we're just heading to the southwest again and looking for the closer of the two icons. So here we go. Here's the house where we started from. So we'll go inside here, press X to go into the Broch. So this is the Chateau de Reynard. And we'll press X to speak with the guy inside here. Again, you can just press B to get through the dialogue quickly. And then we'll have to go out and find one more person in the town to talk to.
Heard it already.
So let's head back outside. And the next person we're going to be talking to is, again, to the sort of northeast. They're not quite as far away, though, so you can take a right just here.
Brothers, the bard is over here.
Got some extra pants there. Nice. Always good to have an extra set of pants. All right, we're going to press X to go into this house. This is Katir's house. And we will talk to Katir in here by pressing X.
I'm just here to get back to Silver Frog. Get to the good part.
We'll head back outside, and we're going to go back to the French brothers. So this is going to be our next achievement. This is going to be our day 2 achievement. This is called the Knocker Tune. So that is the only song that we haven't collected yet in the game. So this will be the last song that we'll get. So just go back inside this house, and we'll speak to the French brothers again, and we should get that Knocker Tune achievement now. All right, so again, we don't have an easy save book to look for here, so I'm just going to go to my old favorite spot and fast travel to XM_hunting. And we'll go ahead and save right there.
Over here.
All right, so that finishes up our day 2 achievement, and the day 3 achievement is going to be even easier. So let's get started on the day 3 achievement right now. We're just going to fast travel, so left bumper, right on the D-pad, left bumper again, press A to go to the levels, and we're going to FM_mines3. So this is going to be another quick and easy one where we just fast travel and immediately get the achievement. So this should be the Chapter 11 achievement. So That is the last chapter-specific achievement that we didn't have. And there is a save book that is right here next to this achievement that we just grabbed, so we can go ahead and press X to save here. So we'll just overwrite our existing save, and that is pretty much it for this week for the Bard's Tale. So I'll be back in 2 weeks with another Bard's Tale guide. It looks like the next guide, probably the best way to do it, since we only have 4 achievements left in the game, is I'm just going to post one achievement the next time around because it's easier to do all of the last 3 achievements together in a single video. So in 2 weeks, I'll have one more achievement for you, and we're going to get those 3 extra tokens that I've been promising. So 1 achievement, 3 tokens next time in part 19, and then we'll grab the final 3 achievements in part 20 of the series. So I will look forward to seeing you all in those guides. Thanks so much for checking these out and for watching all of these. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you found that video helpful, please be sure to click the subscribe button here on YouTube and hit the bell for notifications. You can also find some helpful links in the description if you want to stay connected. Stay tuned for more Microsoft rewards and achievement guides, and I'll see you in the next one.